Alright, this walkthrough is going to cover all of the Space Marine Servo Skulls in Chapter 10. So once we get into this main facility here in Chapter 10, this hallway is going to have turrets on either side of it. It's pretty distinguishable. You'll be able to make a left or a right up here, just turn right and you'll find it. And this is a little bit into the mission. It's not very early on.
He just didn't want to do it himself.
It's close.
None of the stations picked up. When I told him that,
and
rushed off.
You'll notice that these two turrets are different because they slide back and forth across that kind of rail that goes along the side of the hallway there. So it's pretty obvious when you're at this point versus the others, because you'll be facing mostly static turrets till then. Alright, now at this point we've got the Kraken Bolter. Haven't cleared all the enemies out yet, so this kind of gives you an idea of, even better idea of what location this will be, considering you will end up fighting these guys at one point. Pull out the laser cannon and quickly dispatch them. And then you'll notice in this room, where all these test subjects are, the spaceman will be talking to the Inquisitor about his experiments too, and that's another good notion of where you're at. You find this room to the right here, it's kind of highlighted in red, the entrances, and then in this central room where that turret was, you'll find this servo skull.
I couldn't hear. I was plugged into my console, then someone crashed into me, hard from behind. It was Transmechanic. He had an orc axe in his chest. He'd blocked the attack meant for me. The orc went berserk.
There's some weapons over there too, which are worth swapping out if you're interested. It turns out this Alaric dude isn't such a dick after all. And that's Servo Skull number 2. The first one was number 1. This one actually goes in order, strangely enough. Alright, so this is the part before you insert the energy source into the core here. You're going to want to run to the side where one of these entrances, the entrance on the right where the orcs are coming from. And then this is where you'll find the third servo skull.
Most people do not like to think of the warp's true nature.
And
after all, it lets us travel
this
between
particular
stars.
audio log is,
The warp is the realm
if you know much about 40k and the warp and chaos, you'll understand that what this dude is talking about is basically a setup for bad news.
My questions. Could I tap into that power? And what could I do with it?
And that's that's the point where you kind of think, that's how things went so wrong.